From sports leagues to halal food festivals, let's go behind the scenes with Jersey Halal Spots. Welcome back to the Passionate Palate, a podcast for food lovers and culinary explorers where we talk about various foods, flavors, and ingredients from around the world. I am your host, Zay. Today, we are going on a halal food adventure across New Jersey with the powerhouse team behind Jersey Halal Spots, a group that has literally changed how Muslims in New Jersey discover places to eat. They've built a community of over 27,000 members on Facebook, 17,000 followers on Instagram, and they've helped countless halal restaurants survive, especially during the pandemic. And here's the coolest part. These guys come from totally different backgrounds: IT, sales and marketing, and finance. But they came together for one purpose: bringing the Muslim community together through food. So let's welcome Adnan and Adam, the founders of Jersey Halal Spots. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
Walaikum assalam.
So excited to have you guys on my show.
Yeah, we're excited too.
Awesome. So can you please introduce yourselves to our listeners? I know we're missing Imran today.
Yeah, so I'll start off. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Adnan Rizvi. I'm one of the admins of Jersey Halal Spots. I'm actually the founder. We founded Jersey Halal Spots back in May of 2019. This was like a transition from our sports leagues. We ran sports leagues in New Jersey called Muslim Sports Club. That ran for about five years. We were always playing sports, and then food came into the picture all the time as well. So it was like, we're doing barbecues, so why not start focusing some more on food? And then
Cool.
COVID came, and we couldn't really go out, so all we did was sit at home and eat. So we took talking about food to another level with our Facebook page. Then we started an Instagram page, and then just restaurant hopping and focusing on different and new restaurants nonstop. So yeah, it just took
That's
off
amazing.
from there. Yep. And that's a little gist about me. Adam, you can go ahead too.
Sure. My name is actually Adam Arif, and I'm a project manager by profession, but also one of the admins at Jersey Halal Spots. And as Adnan mentioned, we started off, maybe I've known him for more than a decade, maybe. And we started off with Muslim Sports Club. We ran that for several years, and then he's one of the founders of Jersey Halal Spots. He's the brains behind it.
Right.
And we just jumped along. We're like, this is fantastic. The timing was perfect as well during the COVID. And I've been just working to help connect our community, through food, the events, and our shared experiences. So I'm kind of excited to be here today, talk about our journey and
Yeah,
what we're
of
doing and
course.
what's coming up next for us, inshallah.
That's right. So let's go back to the beginning about Muslim Sports Club. So this was before Jersey Halal Spots, right? You all were running a Muslim sports league. And so tell me how Muslim Sports Club was and how sports eventually turned into food. Is it something you all noticed like a pattern while the sports were going, like people were hungry and wanting something, or how did it just transition?
I'll start. So we ran Muslim Sports Club since 2014. We had basketball and softball going on each season. Sometimes they overlapped, but we had people coming from all over New Jersey to play. So we gathered.
And where were you based out of? Where were you based in?
South
mainly?
Brunswick and the Bridgewater
Got it.
area. So
Okay.
you had people from all over New Jersey coming to play, and we ran tournaments as well. So one tournament we had people come from Pennsylvania, New York, Virginia.
Wow.
You're seeing new people, new faces. You're talking to each other, and the conversation of food was constant. Each time
Of
we got
course.
together, some of these guys would be like, "Where do we go after our game ends?"
Right.
And a lot of our
Right.
times we would be playing in South Brunswick. Douglas Pizza was like right down the street. So we'd tell people, just go to Douglas
Right.
Pizza. It's right there.
Yeah.
So everyone would just go there. And then they'd be like, what else is around here? And then it was just, always just talking about food post game. So it was just like, hey, we're giving recommendations, telling people where to go.
Right.
Focus more on this. And our
Right.
sponsors used to be restaurants as well. A few of our
Nice.
sponsors that sponsored our championship trophies and shirts were Hills of Herat and Maya, not Maya,
Okay.
Entai Palace. So these
Yeah,
restaurants were
I've been there.
sponsoring us. Yeah. So we were already in contact with the restaurant owners, so it's just like, okay, we
Wow.
already know the restaurant owners. We are always talking about food. Why don't we focus on food more? So that's how the transition
What a
went.
fantastic idea. Yeah, that's amazing. Um, because I know, like, the kids are hungry and you want to eat something good. You just don't want to just eat a slice of pizza, right? You want to get your protein in there. And it's amazing how, 2025, the amount of halal restaurants that have opened up since, I'm sure, since 2014, when you guys started. And it's amazing that we have this many options, right?
Yeah, it's funny you bring that up because as Adnan was mentioning, we had our usual restaurants and cuisines, but there
Hmm.
wasn't much variety back then, right? Like,
No,
you had the usual suspects like for pizza, for desi food,
the
for
Arabic,
Turkish.
the
Yeah,
Mediterranean food,
Mediterranean. Yeah,
right?
exactly. Outside of that, we were always kind of like, hey, why don't we have additional cuisines and cool stuff?
Hmm.
And subhanallah, like I think COVID paved the way for a lot of those those
Right,
businesses to come about and thrive.
right. So, Adnan, you were one of the organizers of the original Halal Food Festival starting back in 2014, right? And you also helped promote the first ever Halal Food Festival in New York in 2018. What was that experience like? And did you have any idea it would spark something as big as Jersey Halal Spots?
The experience was tremendous. I guess, just being involved and speaking to vendors, seeing how these events got set up, it gave
Mm-hmm.
me that experience to kind of take it to the next level. Doing the original ones in New Jersey, we did the first one was that they ever did was at NBIC, and that was totally packed
Okay.
out. There was a line down the road, so they wanted to go
Wow.
bigger after that, and I got involved after the first one, and we did it at a park in South Brunswick, and even that it just got bigger each year. So we knew at that point that people want to come out for food, halal food,
Mm-hmm.
and
Right.
enjoy different halal food at one location and see new people mingle and have a
Mm-hmm.
good time. So when New York was doing theirs, my brother Imran was in touch with the Halal main owners, and he told them like one of my brother's done events. They were like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, okay, we'll do a halal food fest in New York." That was the first one they ever did.
Right.
It was at the Nassau Coliseum. So I was a big part of
Wow.
promoting that event and making sure the word got out. So that was my main role. I didn't like do too much hands-on at that event, but just
Mm-hmm.
promoting it. So it just went hand in hand, promoting, actually being part of the organization for the New Jersey one. So it just all came together when we started doing our own events.
That's nice. And also kind of got your like feet wet into you knowing how this is going to be and how much demand there is for something like this.
Yeah, exactly. It's really hard to just jump in and know everything. There's a lot that goes on.
Right.
Permits.
Yeah.
You got to make sure the township is okay with everything. You just don't do an event and think that no one's gonna mind. You got to have everything sorted out way in advance.
That was my next question because I know if having food festivals is no joke, right? The logistics, the vendors, crowds, the marketing. So what kept you motivated to keep building? Like, I'm sure it was very challenging doing this through the years.
It's been really challenging. Adam, you can kind of get into that.
Yeah, like as you mentioned, it's not easy putting something like this together.
Mm-hmm.
It takes months of planning, right? You gotta. I think what motivated us was the community. There was a big demand for it. Like, hey, we've got to like once the initial one took place, it's like, hey, we got to follow up with another one. And then not only that, but the restaurants themselves were very passionate about it. They're like, when is the next
Right.
event going to be? We
Right.
just
Right.
literally had just finished the first one. They're ready to
Wow.
hey, when is the next one? We really love this, And so alhamdulillah, you know, we are a small team, as you can imagine, and we do give a lot of respect to our volunteers. Volunteer base is amazing, and it does take a lot of planning and a lot of prep work to get to
Right.
the day of because people show up and they're enjoying themselves and you
Right.
don't realize what, as you mentioned, what goes into it.
Right. And it's good to talk about it because you get some people who like appreciate it so much. They're thanking you, they're sharing the thank. And then you also get some people who will always find a reason to find a fault, to find something to criticize about. But then you know what? That's how people are. But see, this is why when you talk about it, I hope some people realize that it's not like just putting a party at your home together, or a party in
No.
your backyard. this is licensing and permits and getting in touch with, it's such a bigger picture than what people see.
100%.
No, you're 100%. You're right about that. Like people, I don't mind the negativity, but I feel like it's helpful if it comes with some sort of constructive feedback,
Exactly.
Like,
Right.
hey, this wasn't so great because I think you could have done this better.
Right.
Versus it just sucked, and a lot of people just complain for the
Right.
sake of complaining.
That's, I know, but sadly, it's, you get those people, like you get people like that and you can't change their mind because their mindset's different.
That's so
Like, for
true.
example, like, okay, maybe you guys should have more garbage bins situated.
Right.
Perfect. You know what? That's a constructive. Yeah, you know what? You're right.
We're gonna
Have
change that.
like maybe the food stalls, maybe like space them in certain ways. Yeah. But not just to say, oh, this was bad, that was bad,
Yeah.
So
And then
I'm
there's
sure you've dealt with a whole lot of that.
yeah, then there's unforeseen circumstances that happen. We did a Halal Food Fest May 2014. It rained
Mhm.
half the day. There's nothing you can do
Gosh.
about that. We had everything set up and it was raining, so that was tough.
Wow. You
And
can't control
people,
that, it's
you can't. But people are like, oh, you should have rescheduled, you should move it. I don't think you realize how difficult it is to reschedule all vendors. Like you have like 80, 100 vendors
wow.
to coordinate that with the
Right.
township and blah, blah, blah. Like it's
Yeah, and they
sometimes
take time to, sorry, go ahead.
no, sometimes we're just like, you know what? We'll just kind of move forward and proceed with
Right.
this,
You
inshallah.
have no choice, right?
Yeah.
Because especially with food vendors, I mean, like, no disrespect to those who have clothes and jewelry and arts and crafts and stuff, right? But when it's food, like, I mean, being in a food business, being in the dessert business, I know, like, if I have made like 200,
Yeah.
like, of something, like chocolate chip cookies, 200 brownies, and you reschedule it in like in another week or so, like, what are you going to do with all that? And imagine then the people who do hot food, like who have marinated
Yeah.
their chickens and their beef and kebabs, and like, what are they going to do? You have no choice but to have it. And it's just rain. I mean,
And you have
it's
to
not like
factor in
a,
the extra help you need as well, right? You've got
right.
people that you've booked to help out with, selling or prepping, etc. So yeah, it's a challenge.
Wow. All right. So I know in 2019, Adnan, you founded Jersey Halal Spots and you started on Facebook, right? And at what moment, and I know when you started out, like what made you decide to go through the Facebook route and not like through Instagram? Because I know TikTok is a different kind of a platform, but is it because Facebook has a more like people, like friends, community?
Yeah, so there was a group already on Facebook in the DMV area, and
Okay.
some of us were already in that group. So I saw that,
Mm-hmm.
hey, there's so much interaction, so many people contributing. On Instagram, it's just you posting yourself. You got to make the post,
Right.
and there isn't like, yeah, people may comment, but this is others
Mm-hmm.
contributing. The contribution factor was what was like, hey, why can't we do this in New Jersey?
Right.
So I was just like, let me
Right.
just start this page and see if people are interested. And I just randomly started posting restaurant deals, like, oh, this restaurant has a sale going on
Right.
this item, and then like maybe there was a few interactions, a couple of likes. I'm like, let me just
Right.
keep posting. I would just keep posting, and we'll
Yep.
constantly see more people
Never stop.
joining. So more people are joining, and it took other people other random people that joined, they were contributing and posting. And then everyone was like, if they can do it, I can do it. So then everyone else
Right.
started posting. Then the restaurants started posting, and it just, grew after that.
That's amazing. It's like a perfect community there for everyone to share and like, people's talents too, like, hey, look what I can do. And then you share that and spread awareness of, like the restaurants and that's amazing. But then I know with all that and then COVID hit, right?
Yeah, and that
And
took off. That
oh
really
my
made
goodness.
things take off. Because, people were bored.
I'm sure.
People were bored sitting at home. They wanted new things to do. So food was it.
So yeah, so to that point, people are bored, and during the lockdown, they're online. It started off mostly with a lot of drama. People are just complaining or
Right.
posting, things that are not really food related. So we had a lot of admin
Wow,
responsibilities,
really?
so making sure controlling comments. But as like Adnan mentioned, a lot more restaurants started posting. There was a
Hmm.
lot of home caterers also coming about
Right.
around then, right? So we were trying to figure out also like how do we manage this and control
Hmm.
the volume of comments and the engagement that was happening.
Right.
I don't know if you want to speak a little more about that, Adnan, in terms of like the types of issues that were coming up, I guess, during COVID
I guess
that we had.
everyone was hungry
They were.
and they were tired of just making, like, I know for me, for a month straight, I was making breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I
Yeah.
just needed a break too. I just wanted to, get something from out. And then you were looking for, like, where do I get it from? What is open? And that's when I guess it really helped you guys help promote these restaurants who were struggling, and also people who are hungry at home, just wanting another option.
Yeah, along those lines, when there's another option or something new came about in our group, people love visuals. When you take a picture or a
Mm-hmm.
video, they would see something new popped up. And if we posted something and said, "Hey, this was really good," we had an
Right.
instance where we enjoyed a meal from a restaurant, and then people all started going. They didn't have that same experience, and then there was all the
Right.
drama that went on, like, you guys are hyping this place up. It wasn't good, so
Oh
it's
my
like,
God.
okay, maybe
You can't win. You
you
can't.
can't win.
You try. No. If you don't do it, it's a problem. When you do it, it's a problem. You
Yeah.
can't satisfy everyone. It's not easy.
Well, food is so subjective, right? Like you may enjoy something and your palate might be different. You're like, I don't like spicy, or I don't like it to be that savory. It's so difficult to please everyone, right? But I'm the type of like, I even if I don't enjoy something,
Mhm.
I don't want to discourage someone else from trying it because I feel
Absolutely.
like maybe it's not me, but it might be something
Mhm.
you might enjoy, right? So, yeah, that's also another factor.
It's so funny you say that, because I was making an Instagram post. I was going to post it one of these days. And it's like, I said, did you know that it was like a slide, like a picture slide? I said, did you know I don't make restaurant reviews on every restaurant I go to? And I had my reasons. And I said, I share what I love and enjoy. If I go to a
Yes.
restaurant and I don't like something, say it's not up to taste, because I have a good palate. Like, I'm originally from Sri Lanka. I'm used to spicy and I'm used to all that. And it's not even the spice, it's the quality of how something's made. If I go to a restaurant and I'm not happy with the way things are made, I don't go to Google, I don't go to Yelp, I don't go anywhere and say, this is a bad restaurant, because I feel like what I may not like might be liked by somebody else. It's for them to decide and choose. Right?
No,
It's
no,
not like somebody's
absolutely.
harming you. Like, it's not like somebody's like hurting you, or like, but it's, for me, it's food, not the drama, not anything about it. If I love something, I'll post about it. If I don't, I won't, because you know what? You may like that restaurant and the food quality there, even though it's not, something I enjoy. So just like you said, so it's not fair just to go and bash a place, and it's something that others enjoy. And it's also, you're hurting a business, right?
Yeah, that's the biggest part of it is
Mm-hmm.
that this is someone's livelihood that you might
Yeah.
be affecting, And if something is not that great, and many
Mm-hmm.
people may agree on, hey, this food is not great, there's
Mm-hmm.
there's no reason to bash on it or be negative.
Right.
You just don't promote it. I rather promote the ones that are good, and the ones that
Mm-hmm.
are not so great will naturally either go away or improve on it to compete with the ones that are.
Exactly.
But there's no point in like really calling out
No.
those, bad.
Yeah.
Even in our sunnah, it's like better not to say
Right.
anything negative or curse or, gossip.
Exactly.
So it's always better to just be positive with everything,
I know. Absolutely. So, because I remember during we were talking about COVID and how you all were visiting restaurants and helping promote. You guys visited me back in
We did.
2021. I remember you all visited me at the cafe in Bergenfield, and we were all masked up, because that was
Yeah.
still, everyone was walking around and doing everything with masks on, and you all even gave me a certificate, like an award of excellence. So that was pretty cool. You
Yeah, I
know.
It
clearly remember
it
that visit, and I have not forgot those bubble waffles. I still crave those bubble waffles.
yeah.
Those was such a hit.
That was a great visit, I remember. I was like, because for me, I'm in Hamilton, so it's far south.
Wow. Right.
So I was like, I gotta go up. Everyone was talking about your bubble waffles. Like, I was like, we gotta get
Wow.
up there and try this. I was actually just watching that video this morning. I was like, man, this just brought back so many memories during COVID.
Thank you. I know, like, I have so many like customers and friends who would be like, "Oh, I love this bubble tea. Oh, I miss those
Yeah,
cupcakes. Oh, I miss that." So it's tough, but I'm glad that I was able to share my love for food and desserts and
alhamdulillah.
talent with everybody. So out of all the COVID, like the stories, is there anything you want to share with, like one restaurant that you really helped, where there was like that they were struggling, and you coming and promoting them and talking about them really helped?
I think what we were doing to really focus on restaurants through our just it wasn't just pictures or a small video. This is like what we're doing right now is bringing back memories of we had a JHS chit chat that we would do, and it would
Okay.
focus on restaurants. So I know we did like a Super Bowl one, and we
Okay.
covered what are the best restaurants to get like wings
Hmm.
and pizza from. So I know a few of these restaurants. Galore. Not many people knew about Galore Fried Chicken at that point, and we really promoted them, and they became like the favorite fried chicken spot in New Jersey. Everyone was talking
Which
about
one?
that.
Sorry, I didn't get the name. What was the name,
The
Adnan?
Galore Fried Chicken.
Where is that? I don't know if I've ever heard about it.
It's in Somerset. It's on Route 27, right next to Brothers Halal Meat.
Okay.
Their owner now,
Okay.
he's with Brothers Halal Meat. He sold it to somebody else, but when the
Okay.
original owner was there, their fried chicken was our favorite fried chicken of everyone.
Really?
Uh,
Actually,
Wow.
Yeah. We did Sahur
you
events over there. We were
that's
always
right.
there. It became a fan favorite.
Wow.
Yeah, we during the MSC days, I think we
Yeah,
did like a
even going back
suhoor
down
with
the street.
we got the teams out there. Brother Muhammad was amazing. Like he opened up early for us, and oh man, now it's
Are they still around? Because I would love to go,
They are still around, but it's different management and everything. I don't know.
Yeah.
The love we got from Brother Muhammad being over there, it was a totally different experience. It's a little different
Right.
now. But
Yeah.
I hope the food's still good. I haven't been there in a while, but I hope the
Yeah.
fried chicken's still the same, and you should check it out if it's still the same.
Yeah, for sure. When I'm in the area, I'll definitely check it out. So, what's the secret? Why do you think the community has trusted Jersey Halal Spots so much compared to traditional like blogs or even Yelp reviews?
I think it's the
How do you do
inclusive.
things different?
Yeah, we're inclusive. So, just the forum on Facebook, we allow anyone and everyone to comment. It's not
Mm-hmm.
always going to be positive. We try to monitor, but we allow
Mm-hmm.
everyone to give their feedback. And then through their
Right.
feedback, we try to visit those restaurants too. So we have knowledge of it. It's just not like, okay, this person's saying it's a good restaurant. We try to go there too and see like what we
Right.
can, throw into the
Mm-hmm.
conversation. What's our take on it? So it's just the inclusivity of everything that we present.
Got it. And then how do you like I know like we were talking about like like customers or like not like customers like people in the community like the group that like who get annoyed or angry, like how do you deal with people who like can be disgruntled sometimes?
That's always going to be there, but we have a relationship with many restaurants, so not
Okay.
everyone's on Facebook all the time. They're not seeing every comment. But if we see someone or a few people saying something about a restaurant, we tell the restaurant, "Hey, this is what's being said about your restaurant in our Facebook group. Can you go on
Wow.
Facebook and see and respond?"
Right.
And once they
Right.
respond, we close out those comments because they're actually taking action. And a lot of times the restaurant owner is like, "I'm sorry for your experience. Can you come back? We'll try to make it right for you." So, they're actually getting a resolution to the issue. It's not being
That's
ignored.
awesome.
Sometimes we
Right.
leave a Google review. You're never going to get a response for that Google review, but we're like a
Right.
middleman that steps in and tries to help
Mm-hmm.
help disgruntled customers.
and
Yeah.
thinking more about what you were saying, how are we different, and non-touch on it. We do have that relationship with a lot of these owners, like same way we were introduced to you. You got a better sense of who we were, what we were about.
Right.
Our goal was to just help promote,
Mm-hmm.
not, I mean, in your case, your business or in any business for that matter.
Right.
And that's simply it, right? We don't have any other intention really. So I think that helped us grow even more, was just our pure intention of just promoting good
Right.
spots, good halal spots. That's it.
And
That's
along the
great.
lines of the chit chat that I was mentioning, we did a few episodes where we like did our favorite like shawarma or our favorite faluda.
Mm.
So we went to
Mm-hmm.
Patterson one day and we went to like 7 or 8 different shawarma spots.
Wow, that's fun.
And we determined which one was our favorite, and it had videos of us eating every single shawarma that we had that day and determining a winner. And so people were like, "Oh, we really need to go to that
Wow,
shawarma spot now." So we helped that
that's
shawarma
cool.
spot in that. Yeah.
We did get a lot of like, hey, that's not the number one spot. Like
Right.
everyone
To
has their
each his
own.
own, you know?
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah, I would have been so shawarma'd out by the end of the day.
Oh yeah, it was hard. It's a tough decision too. Like, in my book, everyone's number one. I'm
Right
I'm
now.
I'm that type. It's very difficult to choose the
Right.
number one.
It is. It is. So let's talk about like the events that you guys have been hosting all these years. Since 2023, you've been hosting the big halal food festivals and suhoor festivals. What goes into planning something of that scale? Especially like suhoor. I mean, y'all are fasting too and trying to organize all this.
Yeah, a lot of the work is getting the vendors, making sure we have a
Mm-hmm.
nice lineup of vendors, making sure they're committed, they know exact logistics, timings, so there aren't any mishaps on the day of. So as long as we got the
Right,
vendors, all the back end work we're gonna take care of. It's just promoting and communicating with all of them and bringing them in. And it's what people want to see. They want to see a variety, and that's what we're trying to
right,
deliver each time we do an event.
right. And you plan
Yeah,
that ahead of time, like before even Ramadan approaches, y'all have done all the,
Yeah,
talking to
yeah.
restaurants and
Yeah,
getting the permits, licenses, and all that.
exactly. It takes at least 2, 3 months in advance prior to an event for us
Wow,
to get started.
really?
Yeah.
yeah. If you think about it, you have limited spots and you want to be as diverse as possible. You don't want the
Mm-hmm.
same, you don't want like 10 Turkish spots or 10
Right.
Desi spots. Like you
Yeah.
want to give that because a lot of people are coming from afar and this is their one chance to try something. And this is the opportunity for that business to also shine as
Right.
well. So we want to give the right folks the opportunity to really showcase what they're offering, inshallah. Yeah.
Nice. So, what's one of some of your favorite moments from the past festivals?
I think the food in general is always nice, but we've had a lot of famous people come, nasheed artists come, so
Nice.
the live concerts, they're always fun to be a
Mm-hmm.
part of. We've had some
Right.
comedy acts as well. So just,
Right.
it's memorable that you're right there by the stage and experiencing it all. So those things really stand out to me. Adam, stands out to you.
Yeah, for me, it was I was just, as you mentioned, I was just thinking about the last January event. I was working with Baba Ali on his matrimonial. He's a funny guy. And
Yeah.
one thing I didn't realize until that event was that he also does a side business of matrimonials, which is it's a
Okay.
pretty, it's a great service that he provides. He does it with his wife and he makes it very engaging. It's very different than what you typically see. But he himself, as a person, he's such a genuine guy, and he's hilarious. So I do, I just remember the moments we were having during those sessions,
That's so
and then his
fun.
comedy act itself was amazing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna mention also in our Halal Food Fest that we did in August 2024, we had some famous people just randomly show up. They just came to attend the event. It wasn't like
Really?
we invited them. One of them was a
Oh,
former NFL player, Hussein Abdullah.
no way.
He
Wow.
lives in
Yeah.
Dallas. He came and attended our event
Right.
in New Jersey, and we're like, "Whoa, it's Hussein Abdullah." We all used to watch him
Right.
on TV, and he's there in person. We made sure to get pictures
Wow.
with him, but it was like a
Of course.
yeah,
You don't want to miss that hour.
yeah. So that was a cool moment
That
for us.
is so cool.
Yeah.
So exciting. And we have big news, right? We have a festival coming up in January. So why don't you tell our listeners about that? I'm so excited about it.
So this January, first weekend of January, January 3rd and 4th, it's going to be a
Mm-hmm.
2-day event. Last year we did our first Muslim Heritage Month, which is January 2025, and that was a 1-day event at the New Jersey Convention and Expo Center. This year, this coming one, January 2026, will be 2 days long. So we're trying to
Awesome.
bigger and better. A lot more
Right.
going on, more vendors, a nasheed concert, comedy show, story time. We're doing a lot for in both days. So there's a lot this event has to offer. And the biggest perk, last year we were charging $20 per person. This
Mm-hmm.
year you're getting 2 days, not one day, and it's half the price, $10 a person. So you can't beat
Incredible.
that.
That's awesome. Accommodating those who are also coming from far. And then, I think that's a steal
Yeah,
because I know there are some places that are charging pretty high. Like, and then you're on top of that also pay for the food, right? And this is for entrance. I think that's really fair and that's awesome. Let's go behind the scenes. Your careers are different to what you're doing for Jersey Halal Spots, right? You're in IT, sales, marketing, finance. How do you balance your professional life with running a huge community project like this?
Adam, you want to go first?
So we all do a lot. You, mashallah, you've run several businesses, you do this podcast, it's all about time management. We are very committed to making sure we're spending time to plan for the next event. So we have dedicated time weekly where we're meeting. We do, task management, like typical PM stuff of making sure that we're progressing and making incremental changes or accomplishments that are going to help us have a successful event. We're all not just doing JHS as well. I know Adnan
Right.
does a lot of sports, and myself
Right.
on the side as well as other activities I'd rather not bring up. But it's just time management.
Right.
And then we have our own families too. I know
I
my
know.
wife is constantly like, "Are you gonna be free?" I have to literally share a calendar with her and try to figure out where can we schedule things.
Yeah, it's a lot to
Alhamdulillah,
juggle, and you're
it
doing,
is.
even though y'all are a group of three, it's still, it's like each one does their own thing. And talking about that, so what part do each of you play in Jersey Halal Spots? Like, who's the hype man? Who's the negotiator? Who is like the food detective, the planner?
I think you named the main characteristics that we have. Imran would be the negotiator. He's always talking to
Mm-hmm.
the restaurants. He's always there. You can call me the hype man. I'm just trying to market everything, push everything out, and
Nice.
bring everything
Uh-huh.
together. And Adam's our, IT savvy guy and making sure everything's, being taken care of and managing it all. And everything just comes together that way. We got to overlap our responsibilities at times. One of us is ready to step in when the other one gets busy. Life gets busy and we need that backup. So we all have each other's back.
That's awesome. Like I always say, teamwork makes the dream work, right?
100%.
MashaAllah, yeah.
Mashallah, the chemistry is good. I'll be honest. The brotherhood is strong, and
That's what
we're
matters.
all aligned in terms of what we
Right.
want to. Our vision is aligned. Alhamdulillah.
Mm-hmm. That's so wonderful. So where do you guys see Jersey Halal Spots in the next 5 years? What are your goals? Maybe there'll be New York Halal Spots.
Goal would be AI running everything. I'll be on a beach somewhere, just relaxing, not worrying about anything.
That human touch that's one thing about AI. This I'm always iffy about, the human touch.
The human
You know?
touch. We're just gonna do prompts. We're just writing prompts for our JHS AI.
Organize yourselves. Just tell AI to organize the talk for you guys on behalf of us.
Plan the next festival. Done.
Right? Just imagine. It's kind of scary if it became that way. Oh my gosh.
Now, our kids are getting older. Let them take over in 5 years. We'll just help manage everything, oversee it, make sure everything's in line.
But seriously, you guys, it's something that you should keep even for your kids and their generations to come, because we need this. We need like the awareness of Muslim restaurants and people who are looking to start food businesses, to help them, to promote them, to encourage them, and, to go to their restaurants. If you have the opportunity choosing between like a place there, you can only go and eat like shrimp, or you can go just drive those extra 5-10 minutes and go support a halal, like a business. And I think that's important.
Yeah, and I think the halal scene itself is just evolving. If you look at the halal scene 5 years ago in 2020 and you
Oh,
compare
yeah.
it to now, every restaurant knew they needed to step it up. I don't know if you've been to Shalimar recently, but they
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
they redid everything. It's not the same Shalimar that we remember from
No
the
way. Yeah,
90s.
it's like a 5-star restaurant.
Exactly. Khabib Nurmagomedov just went there with his entire team to dine. It's
Wow.
really nice. So people
Really?
are coming in. And just look at Al Basha when they opened up their
I
new location.
know.
It's so nice. That's 5 years from a 5 year change. What's going to happen in the next 5 years? I don't know
Yeah.
how much technology we're going to have, but I'm definitely looking forward to the advancements in the halal scene because, people are really motivated to make it bigger and better, and things
Hmm.
are just going to keep getting better if people are, taking it seriously. So definitely looking forward to the changes and upgrades.
Me too. Talking about 22 to 24 years ago, like when I first came, to America, because I live in Bergen County. So we used to go to Patterson. That's where we get our meat. And I remember it was China Pagoda and it was Basha. It was like the two main places, either China Pagoda or is Basha. Basha, and that was then Basha was just their takeout. And they had the dine-in, but it was on a smaller scale. To today, the options, and there's even now Korean food that's halal. There's Thai food. Like, it's incredible. And a lot of these businesses are making it halal because they know that business is going to be so much greater when like the Muslim community is supporting.
I
Because we
agree.
love to eat. Like that's who we are. We just are foodies, you know?
Yeah, there's a foodie inside all of us.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
100%. What
All
what's
right.
your favorite
So,
coffee shop right now?
it's so hard because I'm very picky with my cappuccinos. I'm very
Everyone is.
picky. Like, I am the kind of person, it sounds, my husband like rolls his eyes. Like, if we pull up somewhere and I get my coffee and because I know it's not like I'm trying to be wasteful, but if I don't like it, I can't drink it. Like, there are times I would get a drink and then my kids will look at it, even if it's an iced latte or something. When they see that it's half drunk, they're like, Mom, you didn't like your drink, did you? And when they see it's like just gone in like a few minutes, they're like, oh, you loved your drink. So I'm very picky when it comes to that. And I have a few, like Patterson has so many, like, like they're bringing more coffee, like Mocha and Co. opened up in Englewood.
Yes, that's right.
And, like they're like, so it's sometimes, and I want it, I don't have to drive to Patterson. I have one in Englewood. So it's nice that there are so many cafes. The cafe scene has expanded,
Yes.
you
It's
know. And it's
exploded.
funny because I look back to 2017 when I started Zay's. I was like doing all those drinks, I was doing the iced lattes and the iced mochas and the coffees. And like now you see everyone's doing that and more. And it's nice to see, it having expanded.
I love the spaces that they're creating. They're so creative in
Hmm.
terms of the look and feel, the vibe of every
Right.
shop is so different. I think that's what I'm more interested in seeing, how they all differ. And and I like the spaces that they're creating for our youth and for us as
Exactly.
well. It's a place you can spend good time, with your friends and family and whatnot.
True, because that's what my kids love to do too. They love to
Yeah.
go, they'll take their laptops and they're locked in for like 2 hours, 3 hours, but they're in a place where they also meet their friends. It's a safe
Yeah,
space.
exactly.
And
I'm so happy for that.
it's evolved so much. Back when we were in college, we had Dunkin' Donuts, we had like Barnes and Noble, and now you
Right.
have so many options and so many nice options, and they're getting halal food over there. So I could go a week without drinking coffee or chai back then, but now it's just like anytime we go anywhere, we're on a trip somewhere, we have to
Hmm.
get it every single day. We got to go to one of
Yeah,
Right.
it's just a must now.
Hmm.
that's
That's
for sure.
true. That's awesome. All right, we're going to do a rapid fire round of questions. All right, let's see. Quick answers. Let's see. Best halal restaurant in New Jersey right now. Put you on the spot.
Really did.
That's a tough
I know, because the thing is this, there are so many options. Now, do I choose like Pakistani food, Indian food,
right.
Thai food, or burgers, or pizzas, Mediterranean food?
I will go with what our um followers and members on our Facebook group have voted in the past. Our first ever winner
Okay.
for the best restaurant was Hills of Herat, and that's the one I'm going with.
Wow. I got to get there.
It's
Oh, you
so
Never
haven't
good.
tried
checked
it.
it out?
No, well, it's a little far from me. I think that's why.
It is. It's further for me for sure, but I guess it would be the halfway point for us.
Yeah.
They have two
So,
locations.
They have
So
two.
one's in
Yeah.
Basking Ridge and the other one's in Martinsville. They're like 15 minutes apart,
wow.
but there are two
Okay.
locations, yeah.
I got to check that out. What about you, Adam? Do you also agree with Adnan?
I was actually gonna say Hills of Herat. That was like my go-to spot. If I do Thai, I usually go to like Thai Lotus on 130. That's one of my favorite.
I've never heard of that. I guess it's like not close to me.
It's
Yeah, I
not.
gotta try
It's
it.
not.
Yeah, I
But it's
gotta try these
definitely give it a
places
try. I'm
for
not
sure.
the other Thai spots are amazing too, but it's
Yeah,
just one of those comfort spots that my family and I enjoy going to, Thai
that's
Lotus. So.
sweet. Okay, most underrated halal spot that people need to try.
Most underrated. See, things aren't as underrated before because of JHS. We bring the spotlight to them. Oh, they don't go like people know about them now. So it's hard to be unknown. But, a spot that's been around for a while, we all love going there. It brings back memories. I would go with Kebab Paradise.
Really? Yeah, that's an OG. Yeah. And okay, one dish that you can eat every single day and never get sick of. And it doesn't have to be restaurant food. It's anything.
Me, I'll go first since it comes to me right away. I like keema and paratha. That's it. That's my that's my go-to. Dum keema and paratha.
For me, just like I eat chicken wraps all the time. The wrap can be different, but it's just grilled chicken in a wrap. Many different
Wow,
types
little
of wrap.
healthy there. It's a little healthy there.
I tried.
All right, food festival essentials: kebabs, biryanis, or burgers.
I think burgers are a must. Everyone's looking for a good burger to eat. It's just a
Yeah,
comfort food.
so
Burger.
true.
Burger.
What's harder, crowd control at a festival or choosing where to eat?
I gotta
Crowd
go
control.
crowd control as well.
Oh, I can't even imagine. My goodness, all those festivals, all those years. But all right, if Jersey Halal Spots made a signature dish, what would it be?
Signature dish. Smash burgers, since I make smash burgers all the time.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice.
I would,
Adam,
I
what
would,
about
I
you?
was gonna, I was thinking about that too. It would have to be a grilled item, like a burger or a tandoori chicken, which I usually do a good job of. Yeah, it would have a burger would probably be the one, smash burger.
Nice. New Jersey's best halal dessert right now. That's like a
Oh,
personal.
so
Like, what's your favorite dessert right now?
I'm a Faluda guy, so it's gotta
Yeah.
be Faluda from either Chai Chanak or Good Food by Uzma.
Okay.
Those two always hit the spot for me. Like Shadi from Shadi from NBIC, he's a big Faluda fan. So some of his
Yeah.
commentary on Faluda has gone viral, and I always make sure to
Really?
watch those because I'm a big Faluda fan.
I gotta take
I'm
my
a,
husband there. He's a big Faluda fan too. He loves it.
Definitely
I'm
one of
I'm gonna go with kanafa,
Yeah.
and I like to Nublus is my spot to
Really?
this day.
Yeah.
Any opportunity I get, I'll drive up there just to get some kanafa there. I know there's a couple of new spots I've heard that have some good kanafa, but I've always got to stop in Nublus though.
Have you tried Jaffa?
No, that's the spot everyone's been
You
recommending.
gotta go there.
I've seen some of the
There are
pictures. I got to get up there.
yeah, they are like every time we drive because we go to Patterson literally every weekend. And
Nice.
I joke with my husband. I said we should move there because of the food scene, and I mean, the quality and everything there. It's always packed, and the cheese pull on that kanafa.
Wow,
It's incredible. You gotta go try it. You gotta go.
man,
It's
you make
really
me
good.
hungry right now.
I know. I'm hungry too, hearing about all this, like your favorite dishes, and then burgers and smash burgers, and yeah.
Jaffa.
So, guys, this was incredible. Your journey shows what happens when passion, community, and purpose comes together, from sports leagues to food festivals, bringing the community together. And it's incredible. Is there anything that you'd like to tell our listeners?
What I
Any
want to
special
mention,
message?
yeah, my special message is that we're only a few weeks away. Muslim Heritage Month Festival 2026 is right around the corner. You can get your tickets at jerseyhalalspots.com. It will take you to Ummah Unite. That's our ticketing platform. There's young entrepreneurs that made this ticketing site. We're supporting them. We're all about bringing the community together. So come out, enjoy 2 days of a lot planned for everybody. It's going to be a great time. Do not miss out on this event.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to seeing you all and your families and bring those kids.
That's right. We're so excited, and I'm so happy that I have the opportunity to be there too and cover some events. So it's going to be exciting. And so for everyone listening, please give Jersey Halal Spots a follow on Facebook, Instagram, and you guys on TikTok too, right?
Yes, we're on TikTok as well.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And yeah, make sure you mark your calendars January 3rd and 4th for the Muslim Heritage Month Food Festival organized by Jersey Halal Spots. And yeah, so this brings us to the end of this episode of The Passionate Palate. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to our very interesting, inspirational, and fun conversation. If you have any questions for Adnan, Adam, or me, please drop them in the comments. And follow me on my social media at The Passionate Palate. And subscribe to my channels and stay tuned for more fun and interesting conversations. Always remember, don't count the calories, count the delicious memories.